Hello everybody, my name is Marlo and today I'm going to be showing you how to build a swamp house in Minecraft. This is another episode of my tutorial series where I'm building a house for every main biome in the game. Make sure you subscribe to catch all of the new builds, and you can also check out the playlist linked in the description down below to find all of the other biome houses that have already been done. This build is going to cover both of the regular swamp and the mangrove swamp. We're doing a combination of the two. They're usually found pretty close together in the world, so you shouldn't have any trouble getting all of the resources, which you can find a full list to in the description down below. The first thing we need to do is find a piece of land that we can build our bridge on, which is only a very small bridge, but it's going to lead to the house that's actually in the water. So you need two things: solid blocks to build on and enough water to build the house in. It's only about 5 by 5, so this should cover it. So we're going to start with a spruce stair facing towards us, and then going out into the water, we'll have an upside down stair. Then we're going to have a spruce trapdoor in front of the stair as well as on top. Then we're going to have a spruce slab, and then clicking on the spruce slab again, we'll have another trapdoor with a slab underneath that one. So we should have this shape at the moment. Then all we need to do in front of this slab is place one more with another slab on either side. Then from this point we can grab some more spruce slabs, and behind these three we're going to add 5, then another line of 5, one more line of 5, and a line of 3 to make this shape right here. And essentially all we need to do now is grab some mangrove logs, and on all 4 of these corners we just want to go off and plop down into the water. Hope you don't have anything like this, and if you do, I'd recommend just sort of building over it. That's a far way down to go, but essentially we're just going to add in all of our pillars going up to the same level as the spruce slabs. So we can just do that for all of the corners. So now you should be left with a bridge, a platform, and some pillars under the water. What we can do now is grab some mud brick walls, and on top of all of the mangrove logs, we're just going to add 3 of them stacked on top of each other like so. Then we can come back to our bridge at the front here, and just in front of this trapdoor, we're going to slap down an oak door like that. And of course, this is going to be the main entranceway, the front of the house. What we can do now is just place 2 mud bricks either side of the door. Then we're going to come around to the right hand side, and we're just going to place 2 again, leaving this middle block open for something later. Round the back, we're going to have 3, and round to the left, we're going to have 3 once again. At this point, we're just going to grab some spruce trapdoors, and very simply we're going to make a ring going all the way around, covering up every single block other than on this side right here. So on the right hand side of the build where we left this gap, we just want to leave these 3 open for now. Again, we'll come back to it later. You can also fold all of these shut. Unless you're building this in survival and instead of using scaffolding or something, you might actually want to leave these open because you can walk on them. But in the end, just make sure you shut them up and close them flat against the block like that. Go ahead and grab the rest of your mud bricks because we're going to fill in all of the walls here, and then afterwards we're going to add in the packed mud. But if you would like to do it kind of as we go, that's up to you. But just for simplicity's sakes of the video, I'm going to use only mud bricks for now, getting pushed by the frog. So starting at the front of the house, we're going to go 2 blocks up either side of the doorway, step inside and just place in an upside down stair. Then we're going to have 2 mud bricks either side, slab in the middle, and another mud brick right at the top in the center. Over here on the left hand side, we're going to start with a mud brick stair in the center, 2 full blocks either side. Then we're going to have 3 going across the top and 1 more in the middle. Round the back, we're going to have 3 blocks along the bottom, 2 blocks either side, a slab right at the top of these 2 blocks, and another full block in the center. And for the final side over here, we're going to add 3 blocks on top of the ones we already have there. Then we'll just step inside and do another upside down stair, just like we did at the front. And as you may have guessed, 1 more block on the top in the middle. Now we can go around and mix in some of our packed mud. Of course, there's no slab, stair or wall variant for this block, so you're only switching out some of the full mud brick blocks. With all of the packed mud now mixed in, we can go ahead and place in a mangrove plank and a mangrove slab on top of all 4 walls on all of the corners. So just go ahead and place the full block as well as the slab on top of it. Then we're just going to come to one of the sides, the front will do for now, and we're just going to go and place a mangrove stair upside down facing forward on the front of that full mangrove plank. Then we can grab some mangrove trapdoors, and we're just going to place one on top of the stair and one just to the side of it like that on both of the sides. Then we can go ahead and place a mangrove stair on top of those two trapdoors facing outwards, and then a slab right in the center here and another slab on top of it like that. And essentially we can copy this pattern round to the other three sides 3 more times. So that is the roof outline all done. We can now go ahead and fill in the rest of the roof, which is actually going to be made out of mangrove leaves. And the first thing we're going to do is just place 2 here in every corner just next to the slab. Do that on all 4 corners. Now you may notice I actually have some different looking leaves to the vanilla look of Minecraft. These are the bushy leaves resource pack add-on from Vanilla Tweaks, so you can head there if you want to get your hands on some bushier looking leaves. I think they look a lot better than the regular ones, but it'll work either way. You don't need it. So now we can go up a level, and we're going to start by placing them on top of the upper mud brick blocks, and then we're going to come in by 1 on all of those, and then we're going to add another one on all of the corners like that, and we're going to leave this one open. And instead, just on top, we're essentially going to add a plus shape just like that at the very top of the house. Now we're just going to go around and add in all of the extra little details, starting at the front here, where just to the right hand side of the door, we're going to have a mangrove fence with a lantern on top of it. Then coming around to the left, we're going to have an oak door as a window, simple as that. Round the other side, we actually need to place 2 trapdoors, but behind these blocks, so we're just going to hop inside real quick, and we're just going to crouch and place 2 of them, one next to the slab and another one just below, and fold them shut, so they look like this. And actually from the outside, we can have a flower pot with something inside of it, maybe a propagule if you would like. And for the final side round here, what we need to do to begin with is place a spruce stair just like this in the doorway. And then off the back of that, we're going to have a full spruce plank, a spruce trapdoor underneath it, and then 2 spruce stairs either side. Then we can just grab some temporary blocks. Let's grab some mud in this case, and we're just going to place 3 of them like that. And very simply, we're just going to cover them all up in 5 oak trapdoors, so we can get a nice little fishing balcony just to the side of the build. And that is the exterior all done. The only thing I'm going to recommend that you change is if you have a mud block right here just in front of the spruce stair, go ahead and switch it out for a dirt or grass block, because as you can see, you can't actually walk right onto the stair because mud is actually slightly lower, if you look at the Y value there, than any other block. So just go ahead and switch it out for a dirt block, and it'll eventually turn into grass. And as you can see, the frog is demonstrating lovely. We now have a fully walkable on bridge where we can go directly into the house and start work on the interior. First things first, we need to just complete our ceiling, because right now it's quite leafy, which doesn't look great from the inside, to be honest. So what we're going to do is grab some stripped oak logs, and we're just going to place 4 of those in all 4 of the corners. Then we can place an oak slab underneath them all, with an oak stair in between them all, just up a block like that. And lastly, in this open gap that we have left, as you can see, we're just going to place an oak trapdoor actually on the leaf block, so that we're able to place, and crouching whilst you do this, a chain and a lantern underneath. Make sure it's on the leaf block, not on the oak stair, otherwise you won't be able to place down the lantern. So we don't have that much room to work with inside of here, but that's fine. It's meant to be a starter house of sorts. We like those to be cozy, at least I do. So the first thing we're going to do is place our bed down, stand in the doorway, and just look to the left, plop it down over there on that side towards the back. We're going to have a barrel at the foot of the bed like that. In the other corner we'll have a crafting table, and in the other corner over here we'll have a furnace. Then we can grab some spruce trapdoors, and on the same block just above all of these blocks right here, so essentially here, here and here, we're going to have a spruce trapdoor, and these are kind of working as shelves to put some chests on top of as storage, and you'll be able to open them up as that's just a slab above, not a full block. And we also just want to place one more chest out here on the balcony. last but not least, we're just going to go ahead and place 2 item frames above the bed, and we're going to put some fish or something else inside of it. This bit kind of optional. You might want to switch it out for a painting or just put something else in the item frames, but I've got some fish in there because this is meant to be like a nice little fishing shack, so I think it makes sense and just adds a nice little bit of detail inside of our lovely house, which is now all finished. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thank you ever so much for doing that, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.